Hey, today I'm excited to share with you a wonderful technique, a low cost, risk free technique to feel better and more in control of your emotions. And this one takes you away from all this kind of habits we have of analysis paralysis and straight into working with your energy system. So, how did this tapping technique, which I'm going to talk about today, the tapping technique come into such popularity and it has helped so many people? Because Roger Callahan was a psychologist who was working with thoughts, emotions, and with energy points and meridians by using a tapping method. And he discovered one of his patients, Mary, when he used just tapping with her accidentally, she could immediately get over her long, many years held fear and phobia of water and go swimming. And that's where the birth of the tapping method emerged as a blessing to all of humanity. Gary Craig was a person, an ordained minister, who then popularized, he was a student of Roger Callahan, and he simplified and popularized this method. So let me begin straight away with sharing this with you. I'm Amita Sangvi Shah, your transpersonal psychotherapist and mind life coach, and I am going to just take you through this tapping journey. And you can firsthand experience the benefits of it. Just like we have so many networks in our body, our skeletal network, our neural networks, our circulatory networks, we have a network of invisible flow down invisible tubes, which are called meridians of our energy. It's this subtle electric current that goes through our whole body and that is picked up by the ECG, EEG. So, yes, our body has electricity moving through it, this energy flow. And this energy flow is all intelligent, and when it's flowing, it will balance everything within you, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, everything. And so, this method can be used both for emotional issues as well as for your physical ailments, any thyroid issue, diabetes, blood pressure, anything. You can tap on any of these, and any pain you have also you can tap on. So let's begin now. It is a 4-step process, and you can just watch me and do it. If you're right-handed, you will take 2 fingers of your right hand. If you're left-handed, you will take 2 fingers of your left hand. When you take, I'm right-handed, so 2 fingers, and this left hand is stationary, and this is the straight side of your hand, in the middle of which you tap. This is the first step, the setup step, and we bring in a framework of love and acceptance towards ourselves as we do it. So we start with our issue. Whatever your issue is, write it down, and the feelings you feel around it, as well as any particular memory associated with it. This helps us to always process something better. So if you say, I feel very sad, then there's a recent moment or a longer moment of feeling particularly sad, and then we use that as a reference point. And what was I feeling there? Okay, even though I was feeling sad or stressed, today I'm just going to take it as stressed, overwhelmed, upset. You may put in the specific emotion that you feel, maybe guilty, jealous, angry, whatever it is you specifically feel, you can tap on that particular emotion. So, and you can tap on a behavior, you can tap on a pain, even though I feel this pain in my leg, in my throat, and this is the way you can do it. So even though, let's begin with me, even though I feel upset, I feel so stressed up, I feel so overwhelmed, I can feel a knot in my stomach. Yet, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I choose to cleanse, heal, and integrate the part of me that's stressed and overwhelmed. Even though I feel so stressed, so overwhelmed, it's almost like I have a knot in my stomach. Yet, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and cleanse, heal, and integrate this part of me that feels so stressed and upset. Even though I feel so stressed, so overwhelmed, how do I cope up with all the things in my life? I feel this knot in my stomach, yet I deeply and completely choose to love and accept myself. And I choose to cleanse, heal, and integrate this part of me that feels so stressed and overwhelmed. This is your first step done. 3 times we said this sentence at this karate chop point. Now, our second step is tapping on about 14 points, and every therapist does it slightly different. Don't be confused with that. You can follow it the way you want. You can tap with one hand on one side, or you can tap with both hands on both sides. Today we'll tap with both hands. So I feel so stressed, so overwhelmed, so stressed, so overwhelmed. This knot in my stomach, I feel so stressed, so overwhelmed. And this just 2 inches below your collarbone and 1 inch outward. This is called the sore spot. You can just tap there as well. So stressed, so overwhelmed. And just 2 inches below your armpit, so stressed, so overwhelmed I feel with all the things that I have to do. How will I manage? I feel so stressed, so overwhelmed. I can hardly breathe. I feel this knot in my stomach, so stressed. And now you take the back of your hand and you can just take a deep breath in the middle of this process at any time. Breath work always helps. And now as you're pressing this just below your knuckles, the dent, you can move your eyeballs. It looks a little odd, but this activates the right and left side of your brain and increases the neural connectivity to process your issues. So looking up and down, side to side, full circle clockwise, full circle anti-clockwise. Hum a tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count numbers. That's step 3 done. And now step 4, which is the same as step 2. So it's very simple. This stress that I feel, this overwhelm. How will I get everything done? I feel so overwhelmed, so pressurized, so stressed. I can hardly breathe. How will I get it done? How will I manage? How will I cope up? I feel so stressed, so pressured, so stressed, so pressured. Now this is one round. And now you can check with yourself. 0 to 10. How much do you now feel stressed? Do you feel a difference? You can even just close your eyes to tune in. Before you did the tapping and after you did this, is there a difference? Now I myself can feel a little bit of a shift. So before I did the tapping 0 to 10, if I put myself at about 7 or 8, I feel about 5 now. So I may do another round of tapping, even though I have this remaining 5 of stress and overwhelm. Yet I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And this way you can do the 4 steps all over again with this remaining 5, this remaining 5, this remaining 5, this way. And again, once you finish the 4 steps, again close your eyes, tune in, think about that particular memory you've chosen. If you're right there right now, do you feel that same stress? Or has something shifted? Has your thought shifted? Has a feeling shifted? Maybe sometimes you started off with feeling upset or overwhelmed and now you can feel a little bit irritated. Then you may do a few rounds on the next emotion that comes up, because remember, our emotions are like onion peel layers, and when we heal one, the next layer shows up. So if we feel anxious and that gets a little bit healed, the irritation will show up. And if that gets a little bit healed, maybe the guilt will show up. So sometimes you have to do a couple of rounds of this tapping to feel a complete ease and freedom. But if you're in a rush and you don't have time, even 1 or 2 rounds will do it for you and make a lot of difference. So wish you a blessed day and a blessed night and a lot of fun doing the tapping. Next time I will show how you can do even positive tapping for yourself. Yes.